Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Then it was not meant for you. It was meant for someone else. All right, so for some reason I was feeling like my crystal cards. I wanted to pull a crystal. Then we will get some tarot. We'll look at that. We'll get some clarifiers and then close out with an oracle. I guess this one was kind of left behind, so let's go with that one, right? What do we got? Amethyst Phantom Quartz. Expression, gifts, originality. Amethyst Phantom Quartz fosters prolific energy and opens the crown chakras to channel creativity in all its forms. Individuality is encouraged and uniqueness and expression is embraced by this stone. Amethyst Phantom Quartz instills confidence in your creation and urges you to share your talents. Using intuition as a powerful resource, Amethyst Phantom Quartz connects you with your spiritual team to convey your ideas in a way that will stand out. Do yourself a favor and show the world what you've got. Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune. All right? Do yourself a favor and show the world what you've got, to show your talents, to show your gifts, to show your creativity. I feel that Capricorn is very creative. I feel like Capricorns have a very creative side. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and I've always felt creative my whole entire life. Like there's definitely been different things that I've done because I feel like that creative part of me likes to do things, like I'm a hairdresser, so that's creative. About 15 years ago, before all the dog clothes had started, I had my own business, my own website, and I was making my own dog clothes, and I love doing that. You know, I've always had this I like, you know, painting or just knitting and doing these creative things. And I get so excited, like when I go into Michael's, you know, or a craft store, I'm like, oh my gosh, my brain is on overload, right? And I feel like, you know, if you have that creative side, I feel like you should tap into that, because if that's something that makes you feel happy and that makes you feel good, doesn't mean you have to do it for a business, right? Doesn't mean you have to do that. It could turn into something like that, but it doesn't mean that you have to. But I feel like that's also helping your soul, and that's helping you to find that place where you can regenerate. And if it's just, you know, hey, go to the craft store and take a look around, and what excites you, what's drawing you to it, you know, what do you want to do, you know, looking into that and just exploring that, right? Just grabbing a few things and maybe kind of having a little bin, and say that you know, if you want whatever that craft is that you want to do, have a bin and then put those items in there, and then kind of, if you're having an off day or you just feel like I don't want to deal with the world, and pull your bin out and just, you know, craft that. It can be pretty surprising, right? How that could turn things around for you, and who knows where that can go, what that could turn into. Okay, I saw that one. All right, so let's get some, you know, what do you like to do, right? What are those things those craft things that you like to do? Knight of Swords, Five of Swords, Four of Cups, Nine of Cups. Love that. Nine of Cups has been coming out a lot lately. Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Judgment, and Hermit. I feel like sometimes it's just so funny to me. It's just like how I have this energy, like no matter how many times I've done it and no matter how many times it's happened, it's just like feeling that energy of, hey, let's be creative, right? Like that's sort of the energy that I was getting for the overall reading. And then I feel like that's where the cards have gone, because I feel like it's, what is it that you like to do, and taking those steps to move forward, not letting other people affect you, right? Not letting other people say, well, why do you want to do that? Or what do you want to, or worrying about what other people are going to say. Like, who cares what other people have to say? Who cares? It doesn't matter, right? It's not that important, right? If they're being negative and they're trying to, You know, why are you stopping yourself from doing things that you enjoy, that you want to do, that you want to move forward on, right? Why are you stopping yourself from that? Because you're afraid of what other people are going to say. Other people are always going to have an opinion about everything. Whether you're 100% doing what you think they want to do, there's going to be people that love you. There's going to be people who don't really care. There are going to be people that dislike you. And it's just like, if you keep worrying about that, you're going to stop yourself from doing those things that you want to do. And I feel like there's an opportunity for you to do this, what you want to do, right? There's an opportunity that's coming in for you to do something that you want to do, but you don't let what other people have to say affect you. Does it affect you? Yeah. Does it kind of hang and linger in there? Yeah. But it's like, don't let it stop you from doing what you want to do. You have this success, right? The eagle is success. It's you holding on to that sword and saying, I'm going to do what I want to do, right? This person, this face is not a face who is going to let other people affect what he wants to do, right? Same with this one too. He's putting his sword right through. He's like, yeah, no, you're not going to affect me. I'm not going to let you get to me. If this is what I want to do. For overall energy, we have the Hermit, and that's about looking within and lighting that light, right? What is that light? Are you creative? Or do you have those things that you like to do? Is there something that you want to do, right? Lighting that, shining that light on that, right? That makes your soul happy, that makes your soul feel good, that makes your soul feel fulfilled, right? For future energies, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Judgment. I feel like it's that awakening, right? That, aha, this is what I like to do, and this is what I'm going to do because this is my Nine of Cups, right? Awakening to your Nine of Cups and saying, I'm going to work on it to make it happen, and by doing this, it makes me happy. And I feel like right now it's like, what is it that I want to do? And I'm going to take those actions. I'm not going to let other people bother me because this opportunity comes in for me. And then all of a sudden that turns over into this Nine of Cups. Like, wow, this is exciting. This makes me happy, right? Look at that big smile on there. And then that's right next to the Three of Cups. I mean, look how happy they are. They're dancing and they're having fun, right? And I feel like that's you. That's the energy that wants to come in for you. But, you know, you have to work at it. If there is a Nine of Cups, right? If there is dreams, goals, things that you want to have happen, you have to work on it. You can't just, thinking about it is definitely a good thing. It's positive. Being in that energy, seeing yourself achieving those goals and seeing yourself having that wish come true and being in that energy. But you also have to work at it. You have to do the physical labor, right? The physical labor to make it happen. You have to make that happen. And I feel like that's sort of your aha moment, that awakening and saying, yeah, I realize that I can't just put that on other people. I need to, what are those things that I can do to make my Nine of Cups happen? Whatever that Nine of Cups is, whatever that goal is, to make it happen. Does it have something to do with your creativity, right? Is it something that you've been wanting to do and you're like, oh no, that's silly? Or you're listening to other people and they're like, why do you want to do that? And you're like, no, like this is what I like to do. This is what I want to do. I want to open up my own Etsy shop, or, you know, I want to do this thing and this makes me happy. If you enjoy something and it makes you happy, then you surround, you know, the people who appreciate that, and then you could be in that community, right? Say it's like, I don't know, you like hiking or something, I don't know. Or you like crafting and you get into craft groups or something like that, and you start, or you look on YouTube and you start watching those videos and you start connecting with other people that like the same thing. So then you have that community around you, right? So that could be with the Three of Cups, is that you have that community around you that shares the same passion that you do for that same thing, for the same Nine of Cups, right? And you have this new community that surrounds you, and it makes you happy because you're like, oh, this person can relate. Like, for example, I got fish, and I see, and so on Facebook I join the fish groups, right, that go with the fish that I have. I have a betta, and it's like the fish community, and it's so funny. Like sometimes somebody will post a picture of their fish that they got, or they rearranged their tank, and they're like, my, my regular, not regular, but like the people that are around them wouldn't appreciate it, but my fish community would appreciate, this new fish, or how I organized my tank or something like that. Like, because the fish community understands like the joy and the happiness of that. And it's like having that community, which I feel like that goes with this, is you finding that community that can appreciate the happiness that this Nine of Cups, whatever that may represent, brings to you. And that's a great thing, knowing that there's other people out there that can appreciate that with you. And I feel like, again, that really helps your soul, that helps your happiness, that helps your confidence, that gives you something to look forward to communicate with other people, not only doing what it is you like to do, but communicating with other people on doing it. And who knows where it can go from there, right? All right, we have the High Priestess, right? Being in touch with that, being in tune with that. What is it that makes your soul feel happy? What is it that gives it energy? What is it that you want to do? Recognizing that, not putting it aside. All right. Again, Seven of Swords, not letting what other people have to say affect you or bother you, right? Letting that go, walking away from it, not letting it affect you. Like I said, everybody's going to have an opinion about something. And sometimes people's true colors come out because you're like, oh, well, I thought you would be happy for me about that, but you're not. Is that person jealous? Does that person have other ulteriors, other motives, right? Are they having that energy? And you're like, oh, well, I guess your true colors are shining now. Death card, all right? Transformation, change. I feel like once you start getting involved in this Nine of Cups energy, that it really changes you, and you're able to, again, to let go of what do other people think, and not worrying about that. Temperance. I feel like it's feeling this calmness, right? Feeling this calmness because you are going after your Nine of Cups. And you're doing things that make you happy, and it makes you feel more balanced. But it's also about being patient for these things to fall in place, and to just appreciate the process and not be so worried about the end result, right? End result, hello. And just appreciating the process of doing it, right? And to no longer be thinking about the Three of Cups, but looking at the opportunities that are behind you and focusing on that. And there may be days where you get frustrated and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Like, what was I thinking? And there may be days, but then you know what? You pick yourself up, you brush yourself off, and you continue forward, because I feel like this is definitely something that makes you very happy. Again, working at it, making things happen, looking into things, researching, right? What are those actions that you can take to work at your Nine of Cups? And then the Emperor, again, I feel like the Emperor is somebody, I feel like it lifts you up to another level, and it gives you that clarity, and that could turn into other things, right? And it could put you on this whole new path that you weren't even thinking, right? And just like me with my tarot card reading, I never thought in a gazillion years, that this is what I would be doing. I always knew I was creative, and I liked doing creative things. So that's where I like doing this. But, who I never would have thought of this, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. That's not what I was thinking, but it's led me into this different path. But it's very fulfilling. I love the community. It makes me happy. It brings me this satisfaction on many different levels, right? Being able to help other people, being able to help myself, not worrying about what other people say. I mean, that's a big reason why it took me so long to really even get into this, because I was so worried about what other people were going to say, because so many times I heard other people say, people with negative comments, and people are mean, and they're, I saw a video from Chris from Minnow Pond Tarot that people were complaining about his face. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, and that would scare me, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they going to say? But it's like you have to get to the point where if it's something that you like to do, that, yeah, there's probably going to be people that are going to be negative, but you can't let them get to you because they're dealing with their own things. But like I was saying, it kind of pushes you in a path that you weren't even realizing for you to go out off for your dreams. And it could push you in that direction. But having more of that clarity of what makes you happy, what feeds your soul, what makes you feel good, you know, satisfying that creative energy that you have, you know, and being more in touch and tune what makes you happy. Oh, I love it. All right, so Animal Oracle. And if things don't happen as quickly as you want them to happen, or they happen how you feel they should happen, or they take you on a different path, I just feel like it's, don't be frustrated with that, right? Enjoy the process, enjoy the energy of moving forward, and don't get frustrated, don't get angry about it and put yourself into negative energy, because that will stop this process, right? It's gonna take some work. You have the Three of Pentacles twice. It's going to take some work, right, to get through it and hang in there. You're going to have those days where you're frustrated, you know, and you're like, oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? Is this, you know, is this right? Is this wrong? I don't know. But then it's like, okay, have that day, have that time to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and keep moving forward, because you know that within that this is the right direction, that you, like, if you're knowing that this is where you want to go and this is what you want to do, that's what you have to focus on and believe in. All right, we have Eagle Spirit. I love it because we have the eagle here. Spirit has your back, right? And the eagle also represents success. I love it. And then we have the Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. Yes, be fearless and bold. Don't let what other people have to say affect you. Be fearless and bold and go after your Nine of Cups. What makes you happy? Surround yourself with the community that appreciates you and wants to lift you up. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.